So today, I'm at the shop and I'm going to change the handlebars. I decided to go with some Trask Bro Bars with a 4-inch rise, and it should put my hands approximately at the top of the fairing, but not quite in the wind. So I've got those sitting over here on the ground with some Avon grips, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on. So I've went to a method of, rather than using masking tape and numbers, of using dots on each side of the connector. That way I know where to connect them back to after I've done swapping the handlebars. And I've got a combination of blue and black on this side and basically black on this side, one with just blue. So since they're in permanent marker, I will always know where they go if I ever disconnect them again, and don't have to fiddle around with masking tape. So I found it was easier to pull the wires through the side little grommets here, and so they're in the middle here, by pulling the headlight by removing the 3 bolts. You see here the back of the bolts here. So if you pull those and not mess with these screws on the side here where the springs are, you won't mess with the alignment of your headlight, and you'll have easy access to pulling the wires through. So I've mounted the front brake cylinder to the crash bar to hold it in place while I take the handlebars off by removing the 2, I believe they're 19mm bolts here. And here's a little clamp that goes up here. They're already taken off. So you remove these and then wiggle it up and out, and you should be able to remove the handlebars without removing the fairing. So on the clutch side, you want to remove the 2 little screws holding the black cover to get to this connector. That way you can remove it from the handlebars. See if I can get this in one shot this time. There it is. And that's how you run a string through a bar. So I've wrapped all the wires together so they should stay together and hopefully flex through the handlebar. See how hard it is to pull through these things. Yeah. Alright, slight delay there. I had to turn the connector a little bit, and now I've got it freed up. So if you push a little bit and pull at the same time, it goes pretty good. The biggest part is on these bars with the tips like this, that tip, that you have to make it around the corner and just don't pull too hard. I think I had a connector sort of turned the wrong way and catching, so it got stuck. It should be getting close. Here we go. Breathing like a stalker. See that might, no, that wasn't it. It's probably right in here. I think that was my issue. And that's the throttle side. So now with the throttle side, this way. Yep. You have to get it over the bar first. And I went too far. There we go. That's the part you got to remember to do. Now I can pull it the rest of the way through. Oh, and that's what I had this on the other side. I was wondering what it was. Apparently for heated grips, they pre-run the wires. So if I was to put heated grips, this would be the connector. Alright, I had that on the other side, taking it apart, and so I'm like, what's this extra wire? Which I'm going to hide in the handlebar here. I'll shove it in here. That's where it was on the clutch side. Just shoved in the bar. Then I got stuck on some glue for the grip that they had in there. Alright, all this should go down in there. I'm actually looking for the pins there. That's what I'm looking for. So it actually goes up this way. Once I can get all that in there. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's one side. Alright, here goes round 2. Bingo! We have a winner. Uh-oh. That's going to be fun. And the other connector slid down. Well, I got one more tip for you guys. So when I was pulling the last set of wires through on the clutch side of the handlebars, I had to reposition the connectors since they were not making it around the bend. And I made a little mistake of not having one continuous piece of black tape to hold all 3 connectors together. So 2 of them ended up separating and I only had one coming out. So I ended up shutting the camera off and proceeded to fix that little mess. So that took me quite a while to get through that. And then as I proceeded to hit another yellow light and pop out of the seat. So I decided that since if you've already taken apart your handlebars, that you just reverse it and put it back on. So I don't think there's a need to really show you how to go ahead and do that since you've actually taken it apart. Just reverse it. So I've had the handlebars on for a little over a week here. I've taken a trip on them. I do find out that in an upright seating position that I do prefer the handlebars up at about shoulder height or slightly below rather than lower. It tends to make the bike feel more sporty to me, even though the handling is the same. So these handlebars are actually about the same height as the handlebars on my bobber, maybe a tad lower. This guy's as bad as a Prius. Holy crap. Come on, putt. Where are you going, buddy? So, here's a look at the bike. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button and subscribe.